What is going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. It's hot today out here in the south. I have to bring out the tank top. You know, I like to primarily stay covered up, but I'm like, all right, it is just way too hot out here. I'm dying. So, tank top, but I'll be back full cover when I hit the gym today. But let's get right to it. What's going on with the CBD oil, CBD muscle rubs? You guys rocking with it or what? I know for me, and I'm sure you guys have seen over the last couple years, it's just been like this whole influx of trying CBD and the benefits of it and things like that. And I mean, I knew about it early on, I knew about it years ago, CBD oils, and you can put it in like a tea form and things like that. And I was a little skeptical at first because at the time they're really, at least for me, I wasn't able to really define a lot of information on it. As far as okay, show me some science. I hear you, I know if we smoke or something like that, smoke some weed or something, yeah, everybody will feel relaxed. But as far as the CBD, I didn't know. I really didn't know about it. But as years went by, the science started to really come out, and it was really saying hey, this could really help. Specifically for me, I was like, okay, is it gonna help with soreness, inflammation? Just can it get me back in the gym sooner? So I started to try it. I got my hands on it. It was just some CBD oil, where I was putting it in water. And I was just all right, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see what's going on. And I was like, man, I'm kind of feeling a little better. At the time I gave it a month. I'm like, I'm gonna use it strictly for a month. I forgot the dosages and how much I was taking out. All that, it doesn't matter, but I definitely was taking it. And I have to admit, I was just okay, in comparison to when I was not using it, I actually do feel a difference. Surprisingly, I do feel a difference. And I mean, I didn't continue to take it, because whatever I had, I just used it until it basically ran out. I was just all right, it's cool. It wasn't something that was on my list to buy, though. It's all right, if I come across it, cool, I'll pick it up. But if not, I'm not gonna really worry about it. So time went by, blah, blah, blah. But then I got my hands on some, whatever, I can't see in focus or not. But anyway, it's CBD muscle rub, which I was just is it just gonna be menthol and it's just gonna burn whatever spot I put it on? So of course I'm gonna think it works, because that's what I think about a lot of these muscle rubs. I mean, some do work. I'm not gonna hate on all of them. Some definitely work, and I know plenty of you guys out there have tried them, and some you feel, some you don't. Listen, at this point, I've tried so many different, the Tiger Balm, BioFreeze, everything under the sun, because got a couple of injuries throughout the years, and I'm just waking up sore a lot of days. I'm not recovering. So I'm all right, muscle rub pretty much every day. I'm putting something on. I'm smelling like Ben Gay out here. But I got my hands on the CBD muscle rub, and even though I use CBD, I still was very skeptical with the muscle rub. I was like, this isn't it. Now we're just trying to make money. Now we're just trying to capitalize on the whole craze. This is fugazi, whatever. But I'll give it a shot. And that's another thing with CBD oils, right? So I definitely believe it works. CBD definitely works, but it all depends on where you get it from. Because as with anything, if it's a craze, people are gonna try to make money off of it. So there's gonna be a ton of other companies just coming out that they're not releasing good product, and they're just slapping on a label, you can put CBD on the label and put a little bit of CBD in it, but that doesn't mean it's gonna work. Just like when you go to the store and you want to buy something organic, it's not really, the whole thing isn't organic. It just has to be above certain percentage for them to put it on the label that it is organic, right? Same thing with CBD. It just has to be above a certain percentage of CBD in the actual product for it to be considered a CBD relief or CBD, joint support, whatever the case may be. So that's a little thing. That's how they like to get us. That's why, unfortunately, now it's a different ballgame, right? You can, if you want, you can eat healthy on a budget. But when they try to, you go to your supermarket and it puts, all organic and blah blah blah. they're trying to hustle us. You got to go to your Whole Foods market, you know, or get it locally sourced. That is the upside about me living out here in the South, is where I can get a lot of things locally sourced. Like it's straight up, like I know where it's actually, you know, grown from. You know, I know where it's coming from. I could damn near drive there if I wanted to. You know, and that's when you're really getting fresh stuff. If you can, you know, listen, I get it. I mean, things is costly. You don't have access to it, but just try to do the best that we can. Because we know at the end of the day, we can train as much as we want. It's all about what we put in our system. But that's not what this video is about. That's a whole nother thing. So I got the CBD muscle rub. I was just like, all right, look, 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks, and I'll see what happens. Like I said, I was skeptical, but I was like, I'll give it a shot. And just be, I'll just give it an honest opinion. So I used it on my lower back, like on my elbow, but particularly on my lower back. I haven't used any other like muscle rubs or anything like that in a while. So, all right, let's give it a shot. I'll give it 2 weeks and see what happens. So 2 weeks has passed. I have to admit, I don't know. I do feel a difference. And what was different about this one, which really kind of sold me, was like when you put other muscle rubs on, it just starts to burn. And essentially, because it's like so hot, you forget that that area is really hurting. You're just more thinking about, man, it's just burning. There wasn't a burn to it. That was the interesting part about it. There was not any burning feeling. Like you felt, I mean, a small tingle, but like nothing like when you put like Tiger Balm on, for example, and it's like, okay, my back's on fire, right? Depending on how much you put on. I didn't feel, and I put a good amount of it. Like I really like layered on this cream or this salve, whatever you want to call it, and there wasn't a burning sensation. And I was just like, and when I didn't feel the burn, I was like, oh, this is just trash then, right? But 30 minutes, you know, into it, it feels warm, but it's not to the point where I'm like, okay, this is uncomfortable. It was just a warm sensation, like almost like it really felt like I had a heat pad on, and I was just comfortable. I was like, okay, cool. And like I said, once the first week went by, you know, when I would wake up and just expect to feel a certain, you know, feeling, you know, because I was putting it on before training and I was putting on at night. That's usually my little regimen. And kind of was like, I'm kind of good right now. And then over time, I was just like, I'm feeling really good. And honestly, I don't feel any pain. I gotta admit, like I feel good, you know. So I'm gonna keep rocking with it for the, you know, another 2 weeks. Well, basically until this whole thing. Yeah, I cannot even zoom in here, but whatever. Yeah, you guys just take my word for it. Let me see if I can at least open it so you can see the color of it. But I'm gonna keep rocking with it. See, so it's like a little. Yeah, so you get the point. You get the point. Yeah, there you go. That's all in there. So I'm gonna keep rocking with it, guys. Like this was kind of crazy to me. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna see what happens. Yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a believer now. And I mean, look, they're not sponsoring me, so I'm not gonna drop what company and this and that, and just figure it out. Just find it. There's some garbage ones out there, but there are definitely some good ones out there. So I'm a believer. I'm gonna keep it up. We're gonna see what happens. Like I said, it went from, okay, sore back, it's, you know, massage isn't working, none of that. I've been using this, and yes, it's been doing the trick. So now I'm curious to see, like, okay, if I do, let's say, a muscle rub in conjunction with ingesting it, how would that, you know, play out? So I'm on it. I'm on it, guys. Like, I have to admit, I'm really a firm believer in the CBD movement, and I think there's just more science. It's going to start coming out, and more products are going to come out, and it's just going to get better and better. So, you know, this is coming from someone who is 100% skeptical, hippo eyes, like I did not believe it, but no, I'm a fan. This stuff works. Well, let me just correct myself. I believed ingesting it worked. And I'm a firm believer, like when I was ingesting it, I definitely agreed, okay, this stuff works. But the topical stuff, I did not believe in it. and now using it for 2 weeks and going to continue to use it. I'm curious to see how much more of a benefit I can get from it, because so I'm a believer. So I want to just talk to you guys about that, share that with you, and that's it. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you in a bit. More videos on the way. Peace.